Valley Club, it looks like the next iteration of the Alpha Raids are finally coming to Marvel Strike Force. How good will the rewards be, and will they be worth meeting a steep requirements for the new version of this raid? Nexus Chapters 3 and 4's arrival was supposed to be this week, but it looks like it got delayed till next week. An update is coming soon. What can you expect when it drops? We're talking about all of these things and more, Valley Club, and if you're ready for it, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And boom, welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you and your lines are ready for the next version of the Alpha Raids, which looks to be coming to Marvel Strike Force very soon. We also have an update looking like it is dropping very soon as well. And unfortunately, the hard chapters of Nexus has been delayed. So let's go take a look at the latest on Reddit from Archangel. And this was posted about 15 hours ago. This says the new Nexus hard campaign chapters 3 and 4 will go live on Monday, September 18th, instead of tomorrow. Last week's blog has been updated with this date. More information we follow in Friday's weekly blog posts. Not sure what is going to happen with that, but yes, it does say that Union Jack was supposed to be added to Nexus 3.9, Titania added to Nexus 4.9, was supposed to be on September 13th tomorrow, but it got delayed to September 18th. And for some insight on what may have happened, why this delay may have happened, let's go take a look at the data mines. These are on my server. They are followed from the Tana server. So you can check these out here. And it says about the Mockingbird event, not too much insight on what is happening with the Mockingbird event. Does say that there's going to be a copycat or limited time offers in the store. No new insight here. As far as the Strike Pass, the next character for Strike Pass is going to be the Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes. That is season 42 of the Strike Pass. Also says there's an update coming soon. We have no date on this. Of course, these are data mines, and all data mines are subject to change, but it does look like the next update, we're going to get new playable characters, obviously. We did see Tigress Kit and a part of the new Avengers. We do know that this is another legendary character that the new Avengers are supposed to unlock. Other than that, we don't know who these characters are, though. Character updates, there's been word in the mailbag yesterday about Black Order getting a rework. That may be true. I've not heard anything either way on that, except for a long time ago when the devs were mentioning that they're going out of the war. They wanted to get them reworked to be about as strong as the Infinity Watch is in the game right now. So we'll see if that is happening. We'll see if any other characters are getting updated. A new costume, curious to see what is that going to be. An additional hard chapter campaigns. I think this is in relation to what is happening for these Nexus campaigns here. So I think the reason this got delayed is because of the update. It does say September 18th here, which is next week, Monday, which is odd. So I'm not sure if this is why it got delayed or not. We usually don't get updates on a Monday, but we'll see what happens. I guess we're gonna have to wait for the blog post to see what's happening with here. A Battle Pass Season 3, Gwenpool is gonna be the featured character for the Battle Pass. And now here is the interesting thing about the Alpha Raids. It does say the Alpha Raids 5 is here. Increased node rewards, along with the introduction of a new Elite Alpha Orb in the raid completion rewards. The new Elite Orb will contain shards for the Secret Avengers. So that is your Captain Sam, your Sharon Carter, and Maria Hill. Good characters, not really needed in content right now, but it's good for newer players. Although I don't think any newer players are going to be able to get into these Alpha 5 raids. So I'm not sure who this orb is for. Bionic Avengers is pretty much a dead team at this point. They're not even the best solution to tackling the incursion raids right now. So dead team, kind of outdated orb. This orb would be great like a year ago, not so great right now. Also some good rewards. T2 level 1 ions, T2 level 4 ions, which is something that I need a lot of. And then T2 level 5 ions, anyone that does not have Big Boy Apocalypse needs this stuff, so that is great. We also have teal catalyst parts coming, which is good. The more teal parts, the better. But where it does not get good, guys, is the Alpha Raids. Characters need to be at a minimum of gear 16, so they need to have teal gear on them to enter this raid. Most nodes require global, city, or cosmic traits, while select nodes require web warriors or astonishing X-Men, which is total trash. And it's not trash because we have to build up these characters to gear 16. It's more about the uniques that these characters take. So if we go in and look at the web warriors right now, their uniques, not that bad. And I've already brought them up to gear 16 for other content back when we were doing these other raids here. But most of these spiders take this augmented experimental formula here. Same thing with Spider-Punks, takes the same thing. We have Ghost Spider taking a little different thing. She takes that augmented alien spores. And the good thing is none of these characters, none of these uniques really is needed by any characters except for these web warriors right now. Also needed that experimental formula is Spider-Man Miles Morales, and OG Spider-Man also needs this experimental formula there. Needed is for Dark Beast as well, so not too much of a problem if you already have Dark Beast done, but you're gonna need to build up that stuff. The main problem, in my opinion, comes from these Astonishing X-Men. And it's not really the mutant gear. The main bottleneck for mutant gear for myself right now is the gear 18 pieces. So the rest of the pieces are fine, but where you need this stuff is on these uniques here. These uniques, Luminium. Black Cat needs that, not yet, not super important, but also Beast. So if you don't have Jubilee already done, you need it for Jubilee and Beast if you want to do these raids. Beast takes like same exact thing in that Luminium. Bishop, he takes these Judas bullets here, which isn't required by a lot of characters except for Iron Fist World War II, US Agent, Agent Venom, Star-Lord, Annihilation, all choices that you might want to take into Dark Dimension 6. So I could delay that a little if your alliance is really pushing for this. Iceman is probably one of the major problems in building the Gear 16 because his main unique is this astral energy. Now, if you already have Apocalypse done and Gear 18, shouldn't be too much of an issue. If you already have Icarus done and are probably need to take him into Dark Dimension 6, shouldn't be too much of an issue. But we also need, Psylocke needs this, Sunfire needs this. They are both Horseman characters, so if you're still on your way to unlocking Apocalypse, this could be a problem if you're trying to get into these raids early. Phyla-Vell is a good character, America Chavez is a good character, Silver Surfer, Cosmo, Phoenix. So every character that takes this astral energy does have some level of importance right now in the game. Obviously, Apocalypse is going to be your grand prize. And then last but not least is Kitty Pryde. And she takes this Miasma, which Dormammu also takes. Deathpool, Cloak, Hela, Adam Warlock, Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes also takes this. That is the main problem with these, and I think that is why they did these. Now, it says that they're going to need them on certain nodes here. And if we look at a map of Alpha Raid 4, we see we have a cosmic section down here on this bottom node, the global section over here. The city section is where the web warrior is going to be used. The global section is where the Axemen are going to be used. So I'm guessing on these boss nodes at this intersection is where you're going to need to use these web warriors. This intersection of the global with cosmic is probably going to be where you need to use these Axemen. It's not going to be fun upgrading the characters. Now, what a lot of alliances are doing with these gamma raids, running them at 60%, the nodes that can't be done, it's still worth pushing for 60% in the gamma raids. I'm wondering if it's still going to be worth pushing for 60% in these new Alpha 5 raids. But if alliances are running it at 60%, and the rewards are still better than the Alpha raids, I think it's still worth doing, even if you're not going to hit all those nodes. And you also have to look at these rewards. Is these rewards, these new character shards, which if you're going to run these Alpha 5 raids, you probably already have your Secret Avengers, Bionic Avengers built up already. Is these rewards of these T2 level 4 ions, T2 level 5 ions, and these catalyst parts, is it worth it enough to build up those characters, use those uniques on these Axemen or Web Wars instead of other characters? For most players, I would assume the answer is no. For some players, the answer will be yes. So look at the rewards, look at where your characters are, and judge that by yourself. And also look at the rewards for Alpha 5 compared to Alpha 4 and see if it's worth upgrading to that, even if your alliance is doing 60%. Of course, I wouldn't upgrade any of your characters right now. I wouldn't touch any of these characters right now because these are just data mines at this point. But if this data mine is correct about an update coming soon and a blog post about that update coming soon, we may get more word about what these rewards are. And then that way you and your alliance can decide if it's worth it for you to build up these characters for these increased rewards, or if it's just worth it to go up to these raids and do it at 60%. Now, what it also says, which is interesting here, the recommendations for Alpha 5 raids is quad level 85, Gear Tier 14, although with Gear Tier 14, you wouldn't be able to get into these raids, so this doesn't really make sense. Abilities at level 5, Red Stars at level 4, other than the Gear 16 requirements and the Gear 16 requiring Web Warriors and Astonishing X-Men, the requirements don't look that bad for this. We also have another data mine about these hard chapters coming to the game. It was announced in the blog post, so I think it is official. Another Strike Pass Season 43. So this is after the one we talked about. There is Ronin coming through a battle pass, and then the next battle pass for Season 4 is Infinity War Thor. So that is all the latest, what is coming up in Marvel Strike Force. Let me know what your thoughts are on these new Alpha Ray data mines that we saw. Are you looking forward to these new rewards? Are you not looking forward to having to upgrade your Axemen and Web Warriors, these older teams? I think it's gonna be harder for newer players to go and unlock these older teams, which really serve no value right now in Marvel Strike Force. and older players that already have these characters kind of built up won't be as bad, except for those uniques. And I think they did that specifically on purpose for these. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts on an upgrade potentially coming next week, if it's going to be on Monday. And I am definitely looking forward to more chapters of the NEXUS campaign. What else do you hope is on there? More gold orbs farming, more farming of training mats, maybe something else, more gear. Let me know your thoughts on it. I will see you guys next time, though. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you made it all the way to the end, hit that like button. And if you want to see what is the bad thing that the devs were planning on doing that they went back on, make sure you check out the video from yesterday. I'll see you guys next time, though. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.